Welcome to Travel Weekly TV, where we go behind the scenes speaking to the industry's heavyweights. Today I have two special guests. I've got Christian and Denise from Collette. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Tell me a little bit more about yourself, Denise. This is your first time in Australia.
It's my first time in Australia. I've worked in the travel industry for over 25 years. I've been at Collette for 8 years. I oversee our tour development, our tour design, operations, contracting, and delivery teams for Collette.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And Christian, you may as well.
Well, for me, I've been with the company for 18 years now. This is actually my 37th time in Australia, so it's been quite a bit. But
you're eligible for residency now,
I should be. I should have an Australian citizenship now by now. So, no, I'm excited to be here as usual. Sydney is my second home. So
fantastic. And tell me a little bit more about Collette. What's been happening over the last 12 months?
Well, certainly we've been busy designing new tours for sure. Our focus is really on the trend of small group travel and really continuing to create really unique experiences for our guests that get them off the beaten path, away from, we obviously want to create the must-sees, but off the beaten path, meeting local people and having those experiences.
And what are some of those unique experiences that you have?
Well, for us, the unique experiences. We have designers that live in the countries that we go to, and so we create these experiences that, like I'll give you an example. I was just with my kids. We did one of the Collette tours explorations to Kenya and Tanzania, and we got to spend some time in Amboseli National Park, walking with the Maasai warriors. And typically you're not allowed to walk in anywhere in the national parks, but we were walking with the Maasai warriors and spending some time and really understanding how they live, what they do, and the kids were so fascinated, to see the villages, but just walking through and seeing the elephants 200 meters away, seeing a herd of lions and seeing a hippo. That was just amazing. So that's the type of stuff that we create, these experiences, and I'm sure Denise can tell you a lot more about these experiences, but you come back and that's what you talk about all the time.
Now, you've come to Australia a fair bit.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the Australian market so important to Collette?
Because they're great travelers. They're amazing travelers. And I'll tell you, Australians are probably the best travelers that we have. They spend more time than anybody else away from home.
Yep.
And if you look at the Australian, I think it's over 85% of Australians have a passport.
Yes,
right?
of course.
So it's something that we always believed that Australians traveling with Collette is just a perfect fit. And that's why we are investing so much here in Australia.
And we're good travelers too. We're fun.
Yes.
Yeah, you're absolutely.
We're everything.
I love traveling with Australians. I absolutely love it. It's great.
Yeah, we say yes to everything.
And I think too, because they have more time to travel, there's a lot of back-to-back tours that you can combine 2 tours in one. So that's a great opportunity for them as well.
Absolutely. Tell me, what are some of your ideal itineraries with Collette? What's your favorite one?
Oh God, there's so many. Let's see. Well, one of my favorite places that I've traveled to is Turkey. I love the people and the culture, and I think Istanbul at night is like Paris. Traveling through the local market, driving, going through Cappadocia, sleeping in the caves is the most amazing experience. I love every place I've been to. Visiting local agriturismos in Italy or Greece or Spain, the farm-to-table experience, meeting the local families. Truffle hunting in Italy was amazing. I know Christian and Jacqueline and their kids did that. I did that with my husband and my son, where we met an amazing Australian family from Perth, as a matter of fact, and my son became very friendly with their children, and we spent some time together after that. So
that's the best part of traveling too.
It's like mentioning who's your favorite child when you're talking about what's your favorite tour, right?
You have to.
Look, to me, Kenya and Tanzania was probably one of the most spectacular destinations. To try to explain it to someone how amazing that destination is, it's so hard. You have to experience it yourself. My son and I, we were staying in a tented camp in Serengeti, and there's no fences around the tented camp, right? So at night you stay in the tent. And so my son and I, we were staying together, and in the middle of the night, we woke up to a grunt of a hippo right next to our tent, and you
Oh
could
my
hear
gosh.
munching the grass right next to. That is an experience that you can never have anywhere else, and so to me, that's something that's just amazing. But every time I went to Italy before, and that was amazing. And then I was in Finland for staying in the Arctic Circle, in the igloos. So those are all things that you
Incredible.
experience. Every time you come back, you're just amazed, and you just want to go for more, because travel is
Addictive.
It is addictive. It is.
And you mention your families actually quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It seems as though it's embedded in Collette's culture. Am I right in saying that? And, why is it so important, not only for yourselves to travel with your families, but is that really important to Collette too?
Absolutely. I mean, our team isn't in our Rhode Island corporate office. Our team is around the world. So the people that design our tours, contract our tours, manage our tour managers all around the world are located in destination and are like amazing travelers themselves. So those are the people that we want. We don't sell pens, we sell amazing experiences. So we want to hire people that, love travel.
Yes, I think that should be on your logo. We don't sell pens. I love it.
Yeah, that's great. So no, look, for us, family travel, multi-generational travel is important. I always say this, that travel is the greatest educator.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Right, and so
Absolutely.
to learn all the different cultures and to be able to experience them is just absolutely amazing. So we do have a lot of that, and it's embedded into our employees. By travelers for travelers is the reason why we have that quote. It's travel is everything to us. Yeah.
What's one thing that you wish the travel trade, especially in Australia, knew about Collette?
Oh boy, knew about Collette. I think for us is, we're still very small here in Australia compared to how well known we are in North America and the Canadian market and the U.S. market. Our team has grown very, very fast. Karen Davidson, who's our managing director, is absolutely doing a fantastic job, and we continue to hire more and more and more people, and so the foundation that we have here in Australia is fantastic, and the investments that we're making here in Australia are significant, and so we're excited about it. I think it's just continuing to be out there, and that's why I come here so often. Not only do I love it here, but the people are phenomenal. So I think that's one of the things that it's just continuing to make sure that we're in front of the whole industry on a daily basis.
You're doing a great job.
I think also understanding who we are, and our focus really is on creating the experiences, meeting the local people, having the local meals. That's really what we're about. We're a premium tour operator. We're not luxury, but we're premium. And hotels for us, we're 4-star, but hotels for us are like the vessel for the experience. They're not the experience. That's really what our focus is on linking people to people.
Yeah.
I love that. So many taglines, ideas.
She's good.
She's great.
Oh yeah,
She
she's
have
good.
more often to
I know,
Australia.
she needs to come more often.
Tell me some of the misconceptions around touring. There's a lot of myths out. If you haven't done a coach tour before or a guided tour, you might have a particular understanding of it. So if you're an agent or you're brand new to the industry and you've got so many different brands out there, what are some of the misconceptions around coach touring that you've come across?
That you're spending your entire, you're seeing every city from the window of a bus, and that's not what we're doing. We're trying to get our guests out on walking tours where you're having a food tour and experiencing the people again, or taking local transportation like the metro in Paris, or tuk-tuk, or a canal city tour in Amsterdam. So we're not just showing you the must-sees, we're showing you behind the scenes as well. We're doing a neighborhood food tour in Paris, or in Thailand, food tour at night. Same thing in Morocco. It's not just, we're trying to get people off the bus, not just herding you, follow the flag kind of mentality. It's just giving people choice, giving people free time to explore on their own, using our tour managers to help support and facilitate that, because our tour managers are all local in destination.
And I think slowing down the pace is extremely important to us. So spending the least amount of time on a motor coach, like Denise said, being able to use local transportation, but slowing down the pace, and every day is different. It's not where every day, typically the perception of touring is you tour in the morning and in the afternoon you have free, and then you do that every single day in different cities. And for us, it's completely different. It's really understanding what the area, the culture. I actually did the tour, the seafood tour of Paris, and that was absolutely amazing because we took the metro, right? And we took the metro from one neighborhood to another. And so one neighborhood was all about the crepes, and the next neighborhood was all about the different cheeses, and the other one was all about the different wines. You could tell which one was my favorite. But that's the type of experience that we're creating, and every day is different, and that's what I like. And being able to, one of the things that we do also is you're not necessarily always in and out of the same city. So when you do a tour of the UK, you don't have to, flying in and out of London. That means you're going to be spending a lot of time on the motor coach. You might fly into London, fly out of Edinburgh, right? So those are the types of things that makes it a lot more an easier way to travel and much more relaxing, so you really get to experience the local culture.
And how many people on each tour? What's the average number?
Our small tours is it's a maximum of 24, average is about 18, but there's certain destinations that it's a maximum of 18, depending, like South Africa. For us, some of the hotels that we stay at has quite small. And our classic tours is a maximum of 44 people, which averages less than 37.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit more about your Australian team, because you have some incredible people at Collette.
We do.
And you've got some really experienced staff.
Yeah.
So tell me about your Aussie office.
Do you want to talk about your part of the team?
Yes. So Roger Clulo, who is our Director of Design and Contracting, lives in Sydney, is from South Africa, so he has experience in both. So he designs our tours, he contracts our tours. He also works very closely with Elias, who is in India and supports all of our Asia contracting. So as a team, they work very closely together to design the tours in Australia, the tours in Africa, as well as Asia.
So we have a great team, a product team that's here based in Sydney, and we have people in Japan and so on, like she said, in India. But we also have our call center here in Sydney. We have our sales team now that we have 7 sales reps currently right now in Australia.
Fantastic.
We have a little over 40 employees right now in Australia, and it continues to grow. And like I said, Karen has done a phenomenal job for us, and we're extremely excited. It's only been a year she's been with us.
We'll put Karen's photo right
we should definitely put
on the screen.
Yeah, and I'm so proud that she was not, named in the top 20 most influential women in the industry. So, she's doing a phenomenal job.
You've got a great team in Australia.
Yeah, we're very proud of the team.
That's what's really important, is that for Australians, because we're so far away from everything, we really need presence in the Australian market, and you absolutely have done that. So well done.
Thank
we
you.
also have a team, a manager who manages all the tour managers that we have in Australia. So we only hire local tour managers. We don't, fly Americans across the world to guide our tours. So he spends a lot of time hiring, training all of our tour managers, and we have an annual training every year for them.
Yeah.
I have a question that might completely throw you off. What is the one thing you absolutely must pack when you're traveling with Collette? And it's got to be a personal thing. You absolutely cannot travel without it.
Oh boy. For me, it's my iPad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the one thing I have.
Are you a reader? What do you do?
Yes, I am a reader, but I love watching series. This is the only time I get to watch series on Netflix series.
Netflix.
That's the only time, because at home I'm constantly doing something. So having 3 kids at home and all the sports that they have. So to me, when I get to travel with Collette, it's something that I do is I just watch all the Netflix series. That's the way I get to catch up.
For me, it's a travel scarf. Like, you can't go wrong with a big scarf that you can wrap around yourself when you're on the airplane if it's cold, or use as a pillow, or you never know what the weather will be like in the destination. So that for me is a necessity, a personal item that I always travel with. I don't have it on today, but I do have it with me is a bracelet that my younger sister gave me, and I brought it all over the. I don't know. It's just a tradition that I bring it every time I travel. So
You have it with you?
I do.
Yes, fantastic.
Mhm.
Tell me, for the travel agent that wants to find out more, that might not necessarily have booked with Collette before, where can they go? Is there a website that they can go to find out more? Or is there a number that they can call?
Yeah, so they can call our call center. They can also meet with our local BDMs. We also have an agent portal. The agent portal, they can have access to all kinds of information from Collette University. They can have join Collette University, and then once you join, you have some really, really amazing opportunities to travel with Collette with up to 85% off.
Wow.
All right, so there's some great things,
Right.
opportunities that you can do. So Collette University is a great way to learn about Collette. These classes are very short classes. They're typically videos of 5 to 7 minutes at most. And they once they go through that, it takes less than 90 minutes to go through it. And then after that, they qualify for all kinds.
85% off.
It's pretty
Absolutely worth
significant.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, fantastic. We'll put the website up on the screen here. Is there anything else that you'd love to share before we wrap up to all of our viewers that are based in Australia?
Travel with Collette. Come to some of our amazing destinations, experiences. You won't be disappointed.
Yes, that's exactly right. By travelers for travelers. Travel is everything to us, and come and meet us. Come in and just spend some time with us. You'll see what our culture is all about and how much fun we like to have.
Absolutely. You can definitely feel that you love travel, and I think that's why we do what we do.
Absolutely.
We create the experiences we'd want to have ourselves, and we have had ourselves. So that's our vision always.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much
Thank
both
you.
for being
Thank you.
here. And thank you for watching Travel Weekly TV.